This is lesson 5.1, coordinate plane and scatter plots. We are going to do the warm-ups, so go ahead and pause the video, do the warm-ups, and then restart the video again. Okay, number 1. We can combine like terms, negative 2x, negative 5x. So we get negative 1 minus 7x equals 5 minus 5x. I'm going to move the smallest number with a letter, so I'm going to add 7x to both sides. Negative 7x is smaller, so I get negative 1 equals 5 plus 2x. I then subtract 5 to both sides. Negative 6 equals 2x. Divide by 2, negative 3 equals x. Number 2, I'm solving for y. 3y equals negative 6x plus 9. I subtracted 6x to both sides. Divide everything by 3. Y equals negative 2x plus 3. Okay, we're going to label the following. The origin is where the x and the y-axis meet. Right there's the origin. The x-axis is the horizontal line. The y-axis is the vertical line. Then we have our 4 different quadrants. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. It goes counterclockwise starting in the upper right-hand corner. Okay, we're going to identify where each point is located on the grid, and we're going to do that in an ordered pair. The ordered pair always lists x first and then y. So we start at the origin and we go across the x-axis. We're going to go underneath the dot for A. I'm going to have to go over 2. So my x value for A is 2. From there, I either go up or down. Here I'm going to go up. I have to go up 2. So the ordered pair for A is 2, 2. B, I'm going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from there, I go down 1. So my x value is negative 4. My y value is negative 1. I went over to negative 4 on the x. I went down to negative 1 on the y. C. For C, I start at the origin again, and I go across 1, 2, 3, 4. So my x value is 4. I don't go up or down any, so my y value is 0. And then you can do D and E. Okay. The x on here is positive. The y over here is positive. So this quadrant, number 1, is positive, positive. The x values over here are all negative. However, going up the y-axis, that's positive, so it's negative, positive. Remember, the x value always goes first. The x value over here is negative, and the y value here is negative, so this is negative, negative. And then we have the x value as positive, the y value is negative, so this is positive, negative. Those are your quadrants. And again, this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we're going to plot the following points, we do this the same as when we identified the points. 2, 3, this is your x, this is your y. So from the origin, I go over 2 on the x-axis, because it's positive 2. Then I go up 3. Put my point there. This is 2, 3. Okay? Each line is worth 1. When you go to the right, it's positive. When you go to the left, it's negative. It's just like a number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay? Just like number lines. Okay, so my next one is -1, 4. This is my x value. This is my y value. So I go over to -1, then I go up 1, 2, 3, 4. This is -1, 4. -2, let's go to, I'm sorry, 0, 3. Let's go to 0, 3, x value, y value. So if my x is 0, I don't go anywhere. All I have to do is go up 3. This is 0, 3. Okay? -2, 0. I go over to -2. I don't go anywhere because my y value is 0. That's -2, 0. Now we're going to make a scatter plot. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. The first column here is my x values. These are my y values. So down here I'm going to write height. Over here I'm going to write hourly pay. Okay? Now, my x values have to go on the x-axis. I'm not going to start at 1 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I'm going to run out of room. I have to have 62 as my smallest, 72 is my largest. So I have to have numbers that include 62 to 72. Now, here is what you don't do. You don't go 62, 72, 68, 70, 72. That is not correct. They have to be in numeric order. In order to figure out what my spacing should be, I'm going to take my largest number, 72, and I'm going to minus my smallest number, 62. 72 minus 62 is 10. Now I divide by the number of lines I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 lines. So I divide 10 divided by 8 equals 1.25. Now, I'm just going to round that up to 2. That means my spacing is going to be 2 numbers for every line. So what number are you going to start with? Well, I'm going to start with 60. I'm going to make this right here. I'm going to make this line, I'm sorry, this line right here. I'm going to make that line 60. Okay? 60, and I'm going to go by 2s. 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72. There's all my numbers. Now, my smallest number here is 6. My largest is 8. So I can go 5, 556, 657, 758 and still be fine. So 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8. There's all of those numbers. Now I line up my numbers. 62 and 6 go together. So I go to 62 on the x, I go up to 6, there's my dot. 72 and 8 go together. So I go over to 72, go up to 8, there's my dot. Now this is a scatter plot, so we do not connect the dots. 68 and 650 go together. Go to 68, go up to 650. 70 and 6 go together. And 72 and 6 go together. Yes, there are 2 values for 72. That's okay. There's your scatter plot. This is the exact same way, except this is your x, this is your y. It tells you right here. So these numbers need to be put on the x-axis, and then these numbers need to be put on the y-axis. You should be able to do that, and this one. Okay. I need to describe the correlation between the x and the y. I like to circle the dots so I can see which way they're going. These from left to right are going up. Okay? This goes up. That is a positive correlation. These dots from left to right go down. That is a negative correlation. Okay? From left to right, from left to right. This here, this is no correlation. So I'm going to put N/C for no correlation. Line of best fit. You don't have to hit through every single dot. You just draw them through some dots with the direction that they're going. There's my line of best fit. Here, I can't really draw a line of best fit because they don't go in one direction. So this would be NC, no correlation. Okay, that's lesson 5.1. If you have any questions, please feel free to come in and ask. Thank you. Have a nice day.